Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. I know you guys enjoyed that stream with me and Mo on the terrace. All the arguments and stuff. As per usual, every Wednesday. So big up to all of you guys. We're going to be talking about Liverpool Football Club today, Arsenal. We're also going to be touching about the Nottingham Forest hostage situation. Anyway, speaking of Forest, the fraud is here. Hi, Wolfie. You good, blood?
Salam. What are you saying?
Hello. You good, Habibi?
Alhamdulillah, what are you saying?
Is Marinakis behind you? That's why you're not as excited.
Bro, Marinakis. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Anyway, guys, in case you're unaware, Leeds are staying up. Everyone understand Leeds are staying up.
No, they're finishing 7th, according to Joe.
Oh. Hi, Joe.
Conference League wise, here we go. Conference League wise.
I see why you back Arteta now. Fair enough. Hi, Joe. You good, brother? You
all
good?
right. All good.
I'm glad. And last but not least, he's been crying himself into the pillow for the last 2 weeks, ever since the Liverpool Isak news. He's just not as excited anymore. You get me? He's trying to find on his phone places to go on vacation by game week 5, because that's when the league title will be over. Hi, Ashraf.
I was wondering, what are you referencing? It's like, what does he mean? But yeah, the Isak thing, it's funny how you brought that up. Yeah, I'm good, alhamdulillah, man. I know I wasn't here last week, sorry for that, but big up everyone. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get Hussam on the road to 100,000. And yeah, man, looking forward to what seems like it's going to be a very argumentative show.
Hey, just like every Wednesday, ain't nothing new. Big up
when you have 3 camel riders, it's always like that. It's fine.
It's like you saying the sky is blue, man. What are you talking about?
3 Arabs, you get me. Big up to Mohammed Hassan, says shout out to Marinakis and his fat belly. Lol is what
He'll be receiving a letter of notification.
I advise you to not go there. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. We have 700 people in here. Let's just get the likes up. Like, have some shame. Not every time, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get 200 likes, 300 likes ASAP. We have 700 people in here already. Big up to everyone who just jumped in from the football terrace as well. Big up to quite a few Leeds fans. You get me? Leeds are staying up. You get me? That's the agenda I have this season. So, yeah, like and subscribe. Anyway, let's start off by Arsenal. Because I made an argument on the football terrace. I know Ashraf was secretly watching.
Just the last 5 minutes, I swear to God, I didn't make it before that.
Okay. With this Arsenal situation, I'm going to ask you a crystal clear question. Do you think Arsenal can sign both Eze and Rodrygo, and why?
I mean, can we? We can, but I don't think we will. I think we'll only sign one of them. You can tell that the links with Rodrygo have died, and we're not chasing him anymore. If we do end up getting Eze, I think that's it for us. I think he'll play left wing, and we're going to have a front 3 of Eze, Saka and Gyokeres, which is good, but not good enough for me to win the league. But it's still a very good front 3, obviously. Eze is a very good player. I just don't think he's a natural left winger. But yeah, to answer your question, I don't see us getting both Rodrygo and Gyokeres.
Have you ever been in for Rodrygo? I've never really seen like an official tier 1 say Arsenal want Rodrygo. I feel like it's been more Arsenal fan hype.
No, I think there were reports by Ornstein and Fabrizio before saying we did monitor Rodrygo. I just don't think I don't think we ever were willing to pay the kind of wages he'd be asking. If you believe the rumors, it's like over 300,000 a week. And B, I think potentially Arsenal didn't want to wait too long to understand from Rodrygo if he is willing to leave or not. If Real Madrid are willing to sell him or not. So I think they just pivoted to other targets, aka Eze, Madueke, unfortunately. And that's pretty much it. I also, by the way, don't think Arsenal look at the left wing position as a big issue the way the fans do. It is a big issue. It should be a big issue. But I think Arteta still looks at Trossard and Martinelli and says, if I go into next season with these two, it's not the end of the world. Like, I can get the best out of them with Gyokeres there, which again is for me a big problem. But yeah,
So where are you now? Like, what are you saying?
I'm in Dubai.
Uh, we're what, 2.5 weeks away from the season kick. It kicks off on Friday, don't it? I think Liverpool playing Friday as well.
Yeah.
No, not this Friday.
Next.
No,
just
2.5 weeks, bro. Sprain on us.
Oh, 2.5
does it kick off on a
yeah.
Friday or Saturday?
I think it's a Friday.
Friday we play Bournemouth. Friday we
Yeah.
play Bournemouth.
Fair.
So where are Arsenal, bro? Like, are you ready?
I mean, even if we get Eze, I don't think look, we're not favorites even with Rodrygo, right? The reality is Liverpool as champions with the signings they've made and they're going to make will obviously remain favorites. The reason why I'm saying we need to get someone like Rodrygo or like a Leao is because even if you're not going to be favorites, I can confidently say we have a strong team that can win it. Like, even now we can win it, but if you tell me, hey, give it a probability or put like numbers on it, I would probably say we have less than a 20% chance of winning it. With Rodrygo, I think that jumps up to like 35, 40%.
Less than winning the title.
Yeah, because I think if it's between us, City, Liverpool, and I'm going to give a very small percentage to Chelsea.
You can't be serious. You've got to be. You've now got the missing piece of the jigsaw, man.
No, we haven't. We're missing a left winger. We're missing a left winger, though.
For the last 3 seasons, though, if we're being honest, the missing piece of the jigsaw has been the striker. There hasn't even been a conversation about the left winger. 23, 24, Martinelli was unreal. Then we move on. We got Trossard. Oh, he's coming off the bench. He should be starting. Boom. Now we've got the striker. For me, that is the missing part of the jigsaw. So I can't go along with that. If Arsenal fans genuinely think it's only 20%, then they have to turn it in, because you need to be saying, we're going to challenge and win this title. You now have Gyokeres. Do you know what I mean?
So Joe, it depends who you're talking to. The reality is, from a squad perspective, if we get Eze, I've already made this argument. I think squad-wise, even without Rodrygo and just with Eze alone, I think we're on par with Liverpool, with City, with the other teams. I think that's fine. I don't think it's better than Liverpool's. I think it's close. But I think from a managerial perspective, again, if you ask someone who thinks Arteta is the best manager in the world, they'll probably tell you, yes, we're winning the league. I already don't think he's a good enough manager to win us the league. Let's say if there's a title race, not just Igal souls many. There's many. If there's a title race next season between Arsenal, City, and Liverpool, let's say we're going neck and neck by March, for example, I don't think Arteta is as good a manager as Slot or Pep to handle the pressure of the title race and make the correct decisions in difficult situations in the league. Which is why I don't think we have this manager.
I think it's unfair what you're saying on Arteta now. And the reason I say that is Slot's done a miracle thing. He's come to the league. He's won it. But did he really, really get challenged? I think it's unfair to say to Slot, and I really like Arne Slot, and I said he would do well before he came in. But I do believe it's unfair it's not fair on Arteta to say that, Slot's immediately there and Slot can handle the pressure, because last season they didn't get no pressure. This season,
well, no, they did, Joe.
I disagree.
They did. In the final of the Carabao Cup and against PSG, and they bottled both.
No, I disagree. People,
I agree with that narrative. He needs to be tested under pressure. He may be fine. The point is, we don't know.
And we do know, because the reality
shade on Slot. I just think, it's only one season, man. Relax is what my
So the reason why we do, outside the stuff that he did at Feyenoord, which is not even the best or second best team, it's a league that's dominated by 2 major clubs. It's the 3rd club there, and he still won the league there. I think with once or twice. If I'm not wrong. Outside that, we look at he's not being challenged. He's not being challenged not because he was having a normal season and the other teams just flopped. He wasn't being challenged because he was having a phenomenal season. Like their first 12, 13 games, they won like 11 and lost 1, if I'm not wrong, or 11, lost 1 and drew 1.
Did they lose it?
Yes, they lost to Forest. Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
But my point is, every single time we looked like we're closing the gap, they went and extended it further by going on a run. When they dropped points to Villa, yes, we bottled it to West Ham, but they also kept on winning games. When they dropped points to Fulham, when they got a man sent off, and we thought, damn, we're going to catch them, they went and got their job done. They beat City home and away. They beat Chelsea in a difficult game at the start of the season. Like,
can I ask
they
you
were
a genuine
getting
question,
results.
Ashraf? Don't you think you're just giving the simple answer of like, yeah, Arteta, I don't trust him and stuff? I agree with you, but don't you think that
I didn't
that's
say
like
it's only Arteta.
it's a little bit of a cop out because now if you sign Eze, your team is complete. Your team is complete. This is the reality. Raya, Timber, Skelly or Calfiore or whoever the fuck, Saliba, Gabriel,
Maybe everything is good until the left wing. Left wing was still not good.
Eze, Gyokeres, and Saka.
But Eze isn't a great left winger though. Why are we acting like he's?
Do we believe?
Please
last
don't do
season-
this tactical bullshit.
Just
Please
one
don't.
second though.
Not a tactical bullshit, bro.
Do we
No, sorry,
believe
sorry.
Liverpool had all the components to win the title last year?
Yes.
Did they?
Well,
No, we did not. Are you mad?
Hold on. When
We did
Hussein was slot out, I was predicting Liverpool to win the league last season.
But they
So
didn't
yes,
have
they
all
have
the
components.
components, right? They didn't have all the
What
components.
was missing? They didn't
Well,
have a
the
number
striker
9.
for a
They
start.
didn't have a number 9. I'd
Exactly.
say. Yeah.
Exactly, right? So I don't think it's fair for Arsenal fans to say, well, we didn't
That's
have a
not
left winger.
true. That's not. Whoa, Joe. It's even worse than
Left
what
back?
Wolfie said.
Left back?
9, left back, DM,
DM, yeah, fair.
DM. Left wing,
So-
there were conversations on Diaz and Gakpo before the
100%.
season started.
So
Don't
I think-
confuse what happened to what you said before the season started. Those are two different things. Go
So
ahead,
I
Joe.
think
Sorry.
as well, that's the point, is that we can't, Arsenal fans can't just say, oh, well, we didn't get left. For me, it's always been the striker and always will be the striker. You've now
Yeah.
got the striker. You have to go win. And I know, listen, I'm a different fan. I'm a passion merchant. I'm positive 90% of the time, right? For me, I'd be saying with chest, we're going to win this league now. We've
Okay,
got-
so great.
Well-
Since you guys said this, Wolfie, Hussam, and Joe, quick one.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite to win the league next season?
Liverpool, favorite.
Arsenal.
Liverpool.
Okay, so Joe, why not Arsenal?
So,
Like,
so my point is, you said less than 20%. That's crazy. I would give Arsenal an 80% chance.
Wait, let me spin that narrative.
wait, how much?
80% more.
It's
95. Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is football we're talking about. To say 20%, 20% is like fucking saying, I don't know, Spurs win the league.
You're saying Arsenal have an 80% chance of winning the league.
Why not?
No,
20%
from your
's
paradigm.
crazy.
From your paradigm.
Wait. So wait, if we have 80%, you're saying Liverpool have less than 20%.
No, man. No. I'm not saying that at all. So no, that's not what I'm saying. I thought you were just saying, like, in your club, I didn't realize you were booking it and all up, because if you're saying you're
because only one club can win the league, right? So I have to take all.
Okay,
clubs
so
into-
you would have to
Yeah.
do percentages for all 20 clubs, though, and that's not what you're doing.
No, not all, because I think the only clubs that can win the league next season are 4. I don't think anyone outside the 4.
How
can
about
win.
everyone
I
just
don't-
give their percentages for everyone? Let's just go.
Okay, I'll start quickly and I'll finish. I think Liverpool is like 40% or 50%. I think City is around. I think City and Arsenal are close. 2020, I'll say, and I'll give 10% to Chelsea.
Joe?
We
This is
can't.
the maths,
be-
maths.
Yeah, but Joe, the reason why I agree with Ashraf, can I explain to you? The reason why I agree with Ashraf's logic is, let's not sit up here and discuss minimal chances. Like, what is Forest's chance of winning the league? 0.0000000.
50%.
Come on.
Do you not remember
Like, let's
Leicester? Let's not do this.
Yes,
That's
but
an
Leicester was
anomaly.
in a-
That's
No,
an anomaly. I'm not
Leicester was
gonna
in
think
a
it's an
off
anomaly.
for
They're going to
everyone.
win the fucking league. I give Leeds 10% chance.
So you're
Okay,
telling
Joe.
me there's a chance in the
Out of
same
these
number,
four-
innit?
If you're going to do 100%, you do have to include
Yeah,
everything.
but you're missing Joe's
Yeah, but
point.
the rest
What-
of the clubs are all minimal chances.
No,
Like
you're
Brentford's
not.
chances of winning the league, Burnley's chances of winning the league, 0.0000001%.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
I'm
not-
ignoring-
Bro, you're
I'm
missing
ignoring-
the point. You're missing the point.
I'm ignoring
What Joe
anomalies.
is saying, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying as an Arsenal fan, you should,
should be
always
giving
have
it
that
more, yeah,
biased
100%.
belief that you're gonna do it, man. That's what
Wait, you
he's
just-
saying. Because
You
what
just
you're,
use
with
bias.
the
in your
persona you're
sentence.
coming here with, Ashraf, is that you're already in defeatist mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
You should be
no,
excited,
I'm
man.
not. Oh my God.
You are.
Guys. For starters, please let's differentiate a fan giving an opinion on YouTube, right, to what the players and the managers should think. The players and the managers should go into next season believing the league is ours, like we're winning it from day one. That's different from you asking me what my opinion is. We laugh at certain Arsenal fans we call them deluded for saying dumb shit like combined 11. Arsenal has every play in the combined 11. We're the best team in the world. Arteta's number one. I am not one of those people.
That's not dumb shit, man. That's
but if I'm in the stadium, no, it's
bro.
not. It's stupidity. It's stupidity because if I'm in the stadium, even if I don't think we're winning the league, I would be screaming my lungs off cheering the team. That's different from giving an opinion on YouTube. Has no implication.
Okay, no, it's not because it's still subjective. Because if I asked you who's better, Declan Rice, Gravenberch, or Caicedo, I would expect the Arsenal fan to say Rice, the Chelsea fan to say Caicedo, and the Liverpool fan say Gravenberch because there is going to be that bias behind it.
But that's stupid then because there's no logical argument there. If I say Rice, and I'm just saying I think Rice because he's an Arsenal player, that makes no sense. Like by that honestly, listen to yourself, Wolfie. So by that logic, if I ask you who's better, Saliba or Moreira, you're going to say or Milinkovic, you're going to say Milinkovic. If I ask you Saka or Elanga's gone now. If I ask you Saka or Callum Hudson-Odoi, you're going to tell me Callum Hudson-Odoi. That's stupidity. That's stupidity. That's not logic, though.
You're still missing the point, bro. You're taking away what you're doing is taking away the innate excitement that needs to be there in every fan before a ball is kicked.
There is an excitement. What do you mean?
Bro, you look so dejected about the whole situation.
Guys, if I'm gonna be watching every Arsenal game, praying we win, hoping we win the league title. That is different. Again, let's separate the emotion and support from giving a logical explanation to something. That makes no sense to say that I think we will win the league. How does that make sense if that's not what I really believe? But when I'm watching games, I'm hoping we do win, even if it's against the odds.
If you don't believe you're going to win the league, then you are in a defeatist mindset.
That's not a defeatist. That's
so
being
what's
realistic.
It going to take for you to say you win the league? Eze, that's it. You're telling me that Eze signing wins you the league.
I actually said Eze as a left winger is not good enough. What do you mean?
Okay,
I started by that.
Who wins you the league?
Rodrygo.
For me, I'm never going to say we are definitely winning the league if I already think the manager at the helm of things.
55% for you.
The manager being changed for starters. That's one, which is not going to happen. I agree, it's not going to happen. So which is why I don't talk about it. But do I think we have a chance? Of course, we have a chance.
Okay, so Ashraf,
let me get percentages from you guys as well because you guys are on to Ashraf. So give me a number, Joe. Out of the 4 clubs, forget
which 4 clubs? Leeds, Liverpool,
Forest.
Oh, come on.
Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
I've got to watch it because I'm doing any Aluko maths, so I might even get the 100% wrong here. Right, okay, let's give Chelsea 20%.
Okay.
City 10%.
So you're on 30. I'm helping you.
70 left.
Less than Chelsea.
40% Liverpool, 30% Arsenal.
Wolfie?
I'm saying 30 Liverpool, 25 City, 25 Arsenal, and whatever's left for Chelsea.
20 is left for Chelsea. Okay, fair enough, you guys. Fair enough. I respect what you guys say.
It's not that crazy from what I said, by the way.
Wait.
The thing, yeah, that's why I made them say it because I knew they were saying crazy.
15% more.
The thing is with what
I just ran out of percentages. It's like whatever Chelsea.
Yeah, whatever's left. 20 is what was left. 50
can I
plus
just,
30
I need to ask Ashraf this question.
But can I just say one thing first? Let me just say this. The thing is with like what Ashraf is saying, it's I agree with him, but the reason why I said he's copping out, like I think it's just the cop out answer, is because I feel like Arsenal have all what's needed. By the way, guys, Line is right. He spent £2 to tell you. We have 1,200 people in here. We're not even at 300 likes yet. Close the live chat, hit the like button.
That's Ekitike kind of conversion.
Yeah, that's Sesko. That's even worse. You get me? That's Hoyland, actually. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel right here, right now. And please go subscribe to all these guys' channels. It's all in the description. The reason why I said cop out to Ashraf is as much as I agree with him on Arteta, I don't think Arteta is good enough to win the league. The thing is, if you have all the pieces at hand now, I think you have to expect it of your football club to win the league, regardless of whether you like Arteta or not.
No, that makes no sense, because to win the league, it's not like, hey, if you hit over 80 points, you are a winner. You are a winner. We all are winners. There's only one winner. So this is why I actually agreed with your argument, even though I know I wasn't there in the show. But I agreed with your argument when you were saying some Arsenal fans are not as, I mean, they're excited about our transfers, but not like ecstatic, because we have to look at what other teams have done. That's common sense, right? If I'm aiming to win the league and that is my ultimate aim, I cannot just look at what my team has done. I have to look at the opponents, because I'm going up against them. Because unfortunately, we cannot share a league title, right? So if you're saying I have everything I need, and fair enough, but even though I don't think Eze is the best left winger, but he's a very good player and he's better than Trossard and Martinelli. So I'll give it to you. I think let's assume Eze is the guy we want. I'll give it to you. Our starting 11 is complete. Fair enough. Is it better than Liverpool's? I don't think it is. Is the manager better than Liverpool's? I don't think he is. Sorry?
Squad, you can debate. You have better defense.
Squad 100% we can debate. There's no question about that. But I'm saying our starting 11 is not better. Our manager is not better. It's not crazy for me to say, while I think we have a chance, while we should go for it, but it's not crazy for me to say I don't think we're favorites, and I don't think we have.
So it's just lack of belief in the manager, basically.
The manager, and by the way, that can change easily in the next first 5-6 games. I said it yesterday in Most channel. Our first 6 games are against, in no particular order, I don't remember the exact order, I'm just going to name them: Liverpool, City, Newcastle, United, Man United, that is, Leeds, and Forest, right? I have no issues with the way he plays against the Big Six, against United, Liverpool, and City. Whatever he's been doing the last 2 seasons, he is the best manager in the Premier League when it comes to the Big Six games. Nobody has hacked him the last 2 seasons. You want to play a conservative game? Play it. I don't mind. It's boring to watch. Who gives a shit? It's a results business. I get it. When you play against Leeds, Forest, no offense, Wolfie and Joe, and Newcastle as well, you need to stop playing this conservative crap football. And I'm not saying it because of entertainment. I don't care about being entertained. I'm saying it's more sustainable if you play proper attacking football, because we're much better than those teams defensively. We're much better than those teams attacking-wise, and even much better in midfield as well, in my opinion. But we shouldn't be playing conservative. If in those games he plays attacking football and he's actually dominating and we're committing players and taking risks, I'll change my mind. I'll actually come here and say, damn, Arteta's changed my mind. He's not playing that kind of football anymore. So now I'll actually start having belief in the manager as well.
Can I ask a question just on that? Like, genuinely, because I don't know the answer. I'm not trying to be facetious or all. Is there games that you can draw on where he's played teams and been too conservative? Not in the big games, but in games against teams like Leeds, Forest.
Forest 0-0 at the City ground last year. One of the deadest matches I've ever seen.
Okay.
Is your camera off just because you're eating? You can eat with your camera.
So do you care? Do you think though, right? And I think it's a fair shout, right? City ground's a tough place to go. Forest were flying last season. If you commit men bodies, is there not a case that you get caught on the counter by Elanga, by Hudson-Odoi, by Wood, and you lose 1-0?
Good point. So a couple of things. Forest, not really, because when we slapped them up and attacked them at the Emirates, we destroyed them 3-0.
Emirates is totally different to the City ground.
Yeah, fair. I just wanted to throw that jab at Wolfie. But the reason I disagree is because I've said this before. I know some people will say this is a broken record by now, but if you look at some of the games we dropped points in, Joe, last season, and this is why it irks me when people bring injuries as the number one reason why Arsenal didn't win the league. There are games we dropped points in. It had nothing to do with injuries. It was purely either lack of discipline or just terrible conservative football. Everton at home. Everton away. Okay, fair enough. It was the league was done. We didn't care, so fair enough. I won't count it. Everton at home. Brighton away. Aston Villa when we were leading by 2 goals. West Ham at home when Liverpool just dropped points the game before that, and we ended up losing at home to West Ham. Fulham away when we drew 1-1. We had like over 65% possession. And we were just moving the ball slowly, barely taking risks, barely penetrating, and trying to actually play passes that can go behind the line. These are games we drop points in, and it had nothing to do with injuries. It was bad conservative tactics by Arteta. Even Newcastle, I get they're a big team. I understand that. But when we went on,
But you can't have one shot on target.
We didn't have did we even have a shot on target? I can't remember. But if we did have, it was one. We went to Newcastle.
I think it was one of them far shots by someone.
Maybe it was. If you do a combined 11 between us and Newcastle before that game, you'll have more Arsenal players. And we barely managed one shot on target the whole match. We were so slow, so lethargic. People will come and say, well, we didn't have Odegaard. That shouldn't mean your team is destroyed. That shouldn't mean your team cannot attack. That shouldn't mean your team cannot create chances. Again, no offense to Newcastle. They are a good team, but it shouldn't be to the point. Like Liverpool went to Newcastle's ground. I know they drew 3-3, but they had chances to win that game and they managed to score 3 goals. And if they had Alisson that game, they probably would have not conceded that last goal. So
Ashraf, I got like 4 questions for you. If you switched managers with either Hussam or Man City or whatever, would you feel more confident in winning the league?
I think if we had Pep Guardiola, I'd say we are the favorites to win the league next season with this current team. With Slot, I think we have a better chance. I don't think we'd be favorites still.
That's irrespective,
I think we definitely have a better chance.
Irrespective of the players they have. You're saying manager, yeah?
Assuming the exact current teams right now, yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. If your issue isn't the big 6 teams, with Gyokeres now in your team, should you not mop up against the Burnleys and the Leeds of this world and not struggle as much because you got a gunman up front?
Amazing question.
Thank you.
Reality is, Wolfie, we have to look at what other teams have done. Yes, I've gotten stronger. Yes, Gyokeres will probably win me a lot of those games.
Yeah, hold that, Wolfie. Remember when I had that argument with you? See, even the Arsenal fans agreeing.
But it's the argument.
Remember when I said the Arsenal fans aren't as excited because of who Liverpool signed, and you're like, "Oh, look, you're trying to make it about you."
Why do you love revisiting arguments over and over again? I can't.
Because I'm the one that pull you up on your bullshit, Wolfie.
Okay, are you slot out? Revisit
that was said. The date of that video, I will open it in a new tab right now, was March 2024.
Okay, where you slot out?
Literally 3 days later. Literally 3 days later. 3 days later, I said that I will back Arne Slot, of course. And
okay,
it was just
so in your words, hold that then, because you were slot out.
No, not hold that because I changed. No, it's different because I changed my opinion 3 days later. It's different completely.
So you were slot out, is all I heard there.
No, I was not slot out.
Anyway, I'd rather listen to Ashraf answering the question. Because the reason I'm asking that, Ashraf, is because if you still think Arteta will have the best record against the big 6, it is easier to beat the Leeds and the Burnleys of this league than it is to get those points. You get what I'm saying? No offense, Joe.
But you should now you should apply that same. Oh my god! Now you should apply that same logic. By the way, next season I'm excited to see Leeds versus Forest. It's going to be amazing.
It's always good atmosphere. We'll get another 7-3.
You should apply that same logic now, Wolfie, to Liverpool. The games they drop points in against Fulham, against Villa, against Forest, against United, of all teams.
You're talking about the mids. Are you talking with Arteta? Are you talking about the lowers or the mids?
With Arteta, I'm talking about the other 14. Obviously, I said that big 6 he's done well. I cannot complain.
Yeah, I'm saying you can then split the 14 into another 7-7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying if
does he struggle more? Does he struggle bottom 7 or mid 7?
No. I think all. I think again, when you said relegated teams, we last 2 seasons we have won every single game against the relegated teams, so that's not an issue. It's basically every team outside the big 6 up until I don't know the 17th position. Even though last season 17th was technically United, but anyways. But my point is, if you're saying Gyokeres is now coming in, or Spurs, sorry, if you're saying Gyokeres is coming to Arsenal and will change some of these draws to wins, you have to also apply that same logic to Liverpool and say Isak and Wirtz are going to change some of those draws to wins as well. So it doesn't really change.
Okay.
By the way, I'll just say this last thing. If Liverpool, let's say we signed Gyokeres and nobody else, not even Supermendy, let's say we only signed Gyokeres, and Liverpool lost Salah and Van Dijk, I'd be sitting here, as Sam likes to say, my feet are kicked up. I'm so relaxed. I'll be doing that because I now have to compare my team to my opponents. I'll be like, I add Gyokeres. Yes, not enough because I need to add my midfield. But guess what? My opponents all got weaker. I'm good. I'm winning the league next season.
Well, that's
but I cannot do that
anymore. But I hear your point.
Yeah. Assuming Man City also did not do anything. Let's say they didn't get Reinders, they didn't get Shirky. So I have to look at what the opponents have
There
done
are
because I can
assumptions
only.
you're making there, bro. So
do
let's
you
pretend
mean?
the whole transfer window didn't happen. Okay.
Yeah. I'm giving you an example of where I would be excited with just our signings if the other teams got weaker. But because the other teams got stronger, I have to get even stronger than that.
I
Okay.
think Arsenal will be
You
better
know
in the
what,
Champions
though,
League.
like-
I don't think. I think there's a possibility where Arsenal finish like 4th, 5th, but they'll do really well in the Champions League. I think they have a bigger chance of winning the UCL actually than the Prem.
No, stop it. That you
Yes.
went too far now. You
No,
went
I
too
don't.
far.
I didn't go too far. I think
I'd be
Arsenal.
shocked if we get out of the third spot. I think we'd get second. I'd be shocked if we go out of third. I'm not.
Why?
I think you'll do
why?
a lot better in the Champions League.
Honestly, Ashraf, and then, again, we've not even had game one, and you're saying we'll get second, man. Come on.
No. I'm Joe. I'm giving.
Forget
Joe,
Joe, I'm
Lay,
giving a
lay.
prediction. I'm giving a prediction.
Did you just say fuck Liverpool? Fuck Leeds.
No, but my point is, right, it's like me going in and going, oh, well, you know, last 2 seasons being relegated, we're relegated us. Fuck that. I'm coming for the
Exactly.
Conference League. I'm coming. You know,
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
saw this going no chest.
It's not me playing, guys. Like if this
but
is
you're
me
gonna-
up against
oh,
anyone in any competition that I'm good at, I'll say I don't give a shit who you are. I'll destroy you. Okay, I can football one-on-ones. I don't really believe in it because it's a team sport. Let's pick. I'm gonna pick something stupid. Table tennis. I'm really good at table tennis. If anyone comes and tells me I'll challenge you in table tennis, I'll say, bro, I'm ripping you open tomorrow. I can't say that about my club because I don't control them. But I think we have a chance? We have a chance for sure.
Yeah, but then you can't be disappointed at the end of the season if you finish second.
Oh,
Yeah,
What you expected.
you're right.
So
You're right,
Arteta
amazing.
in. Arteta in then because he got what you wanted. Second.
Exactly. So
No. Stop. You're conflating two
Finally,
things.
we found the button.
What
We
I
found the button.
want and what I expect are two different things. What I want is for us to win the league. What I want is for us to have a manager that after 6 years, with all the money he's got, and rightfully so, because we needed to give him that kind of money. Anyone who says we spent unnecessarily, it's stupid. Like we were way behind. What I want is for us to win the league. What I'm expecting will happen is not us winning the league. Right? And this is why I said he should have been gone this summer. By the way, go check the videos from last year, the year before. I've always backed him because
So
he was
who would you
progressing
have
us.
that would win you the league then? Who would make you favourites? So you've got Eze. Which
Carlo.
manager is winning you the league?
No, yuck.
Carlo
Definitely not.
Ancelotti's available.
No, are you serious? There's not outside Pep Guardiola right now. I don't think there's any manager that can come to Arsenal. I'll say makes us favorites. What the correct question
there
should
is.
be? What the correct question should be, Joe? Which manager do you think can come in and give you a better chance? And there are obviously other managers out there, but again, that's not the point because, as Wolfie pointed out, when the video first came out about Slot, Hussam made a video saying Slot out, and then had to apologize 3-4 days later. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've watched every single manager in every league to know exactly what they have done. So I can't go and tell you that. But there's obviously managers that could do a better job.
Yeah, and that question, Joe, I hate that question. I used to get it asked all the time when I wanted Cooper out. Now, well, who do you want
I
in?
get it. Well, who do you get as a replacement? No, I understand.
It's like,
Yeah,
what,
it doesn't make sense.
what my opinion is doesn't really matter because I'm not in charge of the recruitment of it. But, and I'll use the example, and maybe Ashraf will agree with this. What I would say back then is, if I'm in a relationship and I know it's at the end, yeah, I don't continue that relationship until I've found the next girl. You end that relationship because you know it's done, and then maybe you just, you play the field a little bit, and then eventually you find the next girl you want. You don't end up with two. I know we can have 4, but that's a whole other story. But in circumstances as this, you would just end that relationship, move on to the next one. But I still don't get your expectations, Ashraf. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you can't sit here disappointed, second ole again, when you're second.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that the board have not sacked him. That's what I'm disappointed
But
about.
your energy for him going has died off this summer, bro. Like the end of last season,
Because
you had the energy for it. And
Wolfie,
I think again, more
Wolfie,
defeatist
you're clutching
attitudes
at
from you.
Wolfie. There's so many interesting topics. You don't need to try you don't need to try and falsify entertainment for the sake of the show. Obviously, I'm not going to keep talking about Arteta when it's obvious he's not going out anywhere. If I believe genuinely me screaming Arteta out every YouTube show is going to result in him being out, I'll do it. Bro, I have a loud voice. I can yell. but it's not going to do anything. They're not sitting there watching Ashraf, waiting to see what Ashraf says about Arteta. That's why I'm moving on from it. And
Joe
I'm
has
even
passed
telling you,
If he
Joe
finishes
has
second
passed
next year,
the
will he
Joe
be
has
sacked?
passed the test that LB didn't pass, Wolfie, because he didn't laugh at 2 Arab jokes. Huh? He's very careful.
Straight face.
Very careful with himself. Eh? 2 Arab jokes he didn't laugh. You notice.
I
3
know,
actually.
He doesn't wanna get
Fine,
cancelled.
Kamen Rider
Yeah.
one from the beginning.
Oh,
He
you
didn't
know,
laugh.
LB's disappeared
LB
in
was
the last
sat there
month.
smirking. LB, we remember this, LB. You ginger fraud. Anyway, go
Well, he
ahead.
called us mutants because we were Arab, didn't he, man?
Yeah, big up LB.
Anyway, so
You're not
Ashraf,
Arab, man. Why are you begging it?
are you joking me?
Yeah, Habibi, you're not Arab.
Now you're being racist, bro. We got a racist man. He's Yorkshireman, man. Seriously. Dropping me Habibi and all this stuff, man. Seriously.
Let's go.
I'm on the air,
Let's
man.
go. Big up, man. 1-0 Joe. Anyway, go ahead. Wolfie, you were saying?
Now, I was just gonna say, Ashraf, if
Yeah.
he finishes second next year, right? Forget you want him out or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think he will get sacked? Let's say second and no trophies. Let's say you have a tight race with Liverpool and you bottle it on the last day or the second last game of the season. Do you think he gets sacked?
No, I don't think so.
So you're
If we
sitting here
challenge-
this time next year having the same conversations, bro. Like,
Yeah,
this
unfortunately.
is Groundhog Day.
Yeah, but this is exactly why I'm not having the same conversations, Wolfie, but you're trying to have the
No,
same
no, 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 no.
conversation.
I'm not talking about that conversation. I'm saying today, what's today? 30th of July, 2026. I'm saying you'll be sitting here with Arteta still there saying we'll finish seconds in 26, 27 because of the manager. Like, what
here's
does it
here's
take
here's the
to get
funny
this
thing.
fraud out?
Here's the funny for me, right? If Arteta continues playing the exact same football, the conservative football he's played last season, can we win the league with it? We can, but we need other teams to drop off. So, and I don't want to be in a position where I'm hoping that we win the league through the demise of the other teams.
Yeah, but
doesn't
would
make
you
any sense.
agree? Would you agree your position in terms of what you're claiming the faults are better than, say, a Man City's one? Because your claim is that against the Cartel 6, you have the best record. Yeah? Is that a fair
Yeah,
claim?
we do. Last two seasons,
Okay.
correct.
So to improve against lesser teams is a smaller task than to improve against the big boys, if you like.
I mean, you would think
Would
so,
you agree
but
with that? In theory,
Yeah, you would
Obviously,
think so, but it
football's
doesn't
played on
seem
a
like-
pitch, not on a paper, right?
Yeah,
So-
of course.
So why are you not looking at this again? To go back to Joe's point, why are you not looking at it thinking, right? If we can maintain our form against the big six, but we improve against teams that we should improve on, a striker here, one less mistake there. Yeah, forget that you may think Liverpool have the better starting 11 or a better squad or whatever your stance is on that. If you narrow it down to look within your kind of paradigm, within the Arsenal camp, if you're now saying continue what we did against the big six, but improve what we did against the mid 7 or the lower 7, I don't see that. If I was sitting in your shoes right now, I think that's not a bad position to need improvements on. It's better than saying, oh, we always beat the other 14, but it's the big 6 ones that we mess up on. That's a harder one to correct than beating lower teams.
But Wolfie, I never disagreed with that. I agree. Like, we need to be doing better, and it's.
I know.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it's easy.
To say 20% leads me to believe that I don't believe that you feel that
But
you will
Wolfie,
see
I
improvements against the other
started
14.
this. I started my whole monologue saying I could literally change my mind after the 6th game, after we play Newcastle, because against Leeds, Forest, and Newcastle, if he shows I am going to play a lot different, I am going to take advantage of my attackers, I am going to rely on my defense to deal with counterattacks, I'll happily change my mind. I'm not one of those guys who, again, no offense to Lee Gunner and the negative Arsenal fans there. I'm not one of these guys who's going like, if I have an opinion, I will never change it. I don't give a shit. I'm happy to be proven wrong. If he plays against Leeds, Forest, and Newcastle in a better way than what he did against some of the teams last season, and don't give me excuses of injuries, because if anyone sits here thinking we should have our full 11 available against Newcastle, there's no guarantee that'll happen. We now have a squad where we should be able to comfortably say, even if we have 2, 3, 4 players injured, we should still have a very good team that can beat Newcastle, right? I'm not saying we definitely win, but we should at least have a team that can play good attacking football. And this is how you look at Man City and Liverpool the last couple of years. regardless of who Liverpool or Man City had injured, yes, they would drop points because of injuries, no questions about that. But their style and philosophy doesn't change.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if they're having 3-4 starters missing, they will still attack with the exact same mindset because that philosophy was coming from the coach.
Fulham
The
at
coach's
home was
mindset-
prime example. Robertson got sent off. We played Gravenberg centre back and still attacked. Now
you didn't
compare
win,
that
though.
to Arsenal Brighton. Arsenal get a player sent off. Oh, let's go defensive. Let's get the point.
Yeah, but you didn't beat Fulham in that game.
Okay, but here's the thing. The result is the same. So Arsenal get 1 point and Liverpool get 1 point. You're correct. But the message that it sends to the rest of the league and to the players is a different message. There is a different message between I want to win every game versus I don't want to lose every game. Different
See, I
message.
agree with you, Ish. What I would say is the difference between the two managers is that
Yeah.
Slot wants to win games, doesn't care if he loses.
Correct.
Arteta just doesn't want to
Whereas
lose.
Arteta would rather draw than lose.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the win bit doesn't come into the equation, in my opinion. On the
Yeah,
mindset.
I remember when we were talking about Chelsea earlier. Let me give you an example of this, right? Do you know that Chelsea and Arsenal have the same amount of wins in the Premier League? Both of them have 20 wins.
draws. It's the draws. that
20
kill them.
wins. But Arsenal have like 8 more draws. Chelsea have more losses. So that's why, like, when we speak about these things, look, I'd rather my team try and go for the kill and end up losing versus not try. Like, that's the thing that I just don't want. And by the way, I agree with Ashraf for an extent. Like, of course, like when we went away to City, we played a bit more defensive. We scored goals on the counter. We get that part. The problem is Arteta will do that away at Fulham and away at Everton and away at West Ham.
At
like,
home
away
against
everyone.
Everton.
You know, like, unless they get crystal clear spaces or counter-attacking opportunities, it makes it difficult. Anyway, let me grab these super sports, move on, talk about Liverpool Football Club, biggest club in England. You get me? Big up to all of you guys. Please do hit the like button. Please subscribe. And go subscribe to all my brothers. All their links is in the description.
Wait, is
Okay.
Joe a brother?
Yeah, Joe's my brother. What's the problem?
Like Arab brother, we're saying it away.
Mashallah.
Yeah,
Mashallah.
Let's go!
Mashallah. Look at that, man.
Two-nil Joe.
What's that word, you know?
Two-nil
Put
Joe.
one finger up, Joe, 1 second. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want me to get my
Yeah.
Quran? Do
You
want me
actually
to-
have one.
I have one, of course I do.
Yeah, he's got it in Arabic as well. It's not even in English, man.
No, it's not. It's in
That's
Arab. It's in
Oh,
English.
do you know any swear words?
I do know some, yeah.
Not English ones.
Play
bro. I'm
Arab
talking
more.
Arabic.
No, I know.
Look at this like
Pakistani one.
he just said he has Quran and you're telling you know any swear words. Drink your water, shut your ass
Yeah,
up.
exactly, man.
Big up to Ed who says,
Relax.
Alexa, Alexa, play Arab Money by Busta Rhymes. I don't know what the hell is going on with, bro, with like John W. Henry, but he finally found his bloody wallet. Marinakis fat ass taking up half the thumbnail. I can't lie to you. He is quite big, isn't he? Like, he's,
Well, a guy's called Muhammad, man, and he's using words like that. That's
you just ask
He
Joe
put
if
an,
knew
he
bad
put an
words.
asterisk, to be fair.
You just ask
yeah.
Joe if he
And
knew
then he's
bad
got
words.
some devil picture on his thumbnail. Astaghfirullah, man.
For Liverpool, I think a player swap of Darwin for Mitoma at Brighton would be good. All I want is I just want Darwin Nunes to leave my football club. Today, once again, I know it's a preseason friendly. Mo created 4 big chances. Bro, this guy abnormal. Everyone who thinks Mo is gonna like slow down, you're a fraud. Mo is still gonna create chances. He's still gonna be dangerous.
This is a
Bro, the guy-
Yokohama.
I know. But he put Nunes.
Oh, they're a radio station,
You
man.
put-
They got FM at the end of their name.
Yeah. They that's not the point I'm making. He gave the ball to Nunes right in front of
Yeah.
goal. By the way, it makes
Ekitike got the ball.
both of the things that you guys said makes it even more embarrassing. He gave the balls to Nunes. Nunes is like, I'm Nunes, and the goal is like the TV, like right there. And he just fucking missed again. And I'm like, bro, just get him out.
Yo, how did Ekitike do, bro?
Just get him out. First game, I mean, nothing expected. Just getting his fitness up. Omar Rushdie, bright side, Nunes didn't hit add-ons, so he was cheap, yeah? Because he didn't get any of the add-ons. You get me? Because he's shit. Big up to Zayn, who says, Ashraf, do you think Ekitike and Gakpo are much better than Eze at left wing? I think Eze is much better than both at left wing. Eze is probably top 3 left winger in the league.
Eze's
I
not
actually
a
agree. I
left
think
winger.
Eze is better than Gakpo.
He's not. a
Yeah,
left
I
winger.
agree, but you guys are missing the point. For starters, he's not a left winger. But okay, let's again, for this argument's sake, say he is a left winger and he is better than Gakpo and Ekitike and whoever City have on the left, Doku, whoever.
Marmoush.
The reason why I'm saying we need to get a Rodrygo or Leao is because if you now look at the other positions, is Saka better than Salah? No. Is Gyokeres better than Isak? I don't think so. Is Odegaard better than Wirtz? No.
Get
Like so,
comparing yourself to them, man.
what? We are going up against them, Joe.
Yeah,
The
but you're
league is
going
not
up
a
against
solo league.
everybody, man. Like I'm not
But
looking at
those
my
are our
side and going,
rivals, though.
Yeah,
Those
but
are
That's
I'm
our
not
not
how
going.
football
I'm not
works,
going.
Ashraf.
Do we have a better
It's
striker
exactly how
than
football works.
Burnley? Do we have a better striker? I don't care. This is my team, and this is what we're gonna do.
Okay, Ashraf.
Guys,
Ashraf,
once
who's
no, Wolfie,
better?
let me
Wait,
just
wait,
explain this
Ashraf.
really quick. Let me just explain this really quick. If I think we're going up against City and Liverpool next season, right? I already think we have the third best manager amongst the three of us. So
So
for
you
me
should
to
be
agree
say,
there.
saying, in your logic,
So for me to feel that we have a better chance of winning the league, I think we need to have a better team because that bridges the gap, right? We cannot have
paper
a worse
football.
manager and worse. No, I know it's paper football, but the reality is the paper football sometimes does translate on the pitch. In fact, not sometimes, majority of the times.
Who's better,
translates on
Vinny
the pitch.
Jr. or Trossard?
Vinny Jr., obviously. But we're
Who's
not talking
better,
about one game.
Mbappe or Moreno?
We're not talking about one game. I know where you're going with this. We're not talking about one game. Because I can switch it on you now and I can say, in the next 5 years, which team is going to win more trophies, Arsenal or Real Madrid? You're going to
Ask
say
me.
Real Madrid. Why? Because of Vinny, because of
No.
Mbappe, because of Bellingham.
No, I'm gonna say ask me in 5 years.
Oh,
Man, just
shut
علم الغيب, man. Sorry.
Shut
you know
up,
what
don't do
though?
that crap.
Niwasa makes a good
Musa.
point.
He's about
NIW.
Musa, the Danish player.
So
Musa.
no,
Oh.
so Mama makes a good
Oh,
point because
I think so. I
if,
played
by
on
this
it.
logic, if we said to Ashraf, like, so is Klopp better than Pep? You're probably going to say no, Pep's better, right? And
I rate Pep more.
the season Liverpool won it probably didn't have a better squad than City's on paper.
Mm.
So, but they won it.
For starters, Klopp and Pep is a much closer argument than Pep and Arteta. But anyways, secondly, actually, if you look at combined teams,
Arteta and Slot.
City might have had a better squad. I don't think they had a better starting 11. They had the best right back in the league at the time, Liverpool. The best centre back in the
Yeah,
league.
Kyle
the best
Walker
keeper.
was on smoke.
The best.
Kyle Walker
I
won in that
think
league.
Trent is better. Kyle Walker only had pace, but in terms of positional awareness, he always left gaps.
Yeah, but his pace
What,
allowed
and
them
Trent
to play
didn't.
high up.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I understand, but I think what Trent gave them offensively made up for some things because it.
Joe,
won them
I'll be
games.
honest with you, you're not gonna get Ashraf to crack. He just doesn't rate the manager. I'll be honest with you. It's
No,
just
but
not
I-
gonna
and
happen.
it's-
Because he keeps trying. No, I know Joe. I've worked with Joe for 4 years. Like I know how Joe operates. He just wants Ashraf to just come here and go like, we're gonna win the league. Joe, it's not gonna happen. I promise you right now. You're trying to do to him what you did to Laws and shit like 4 years ago. He ain't gonna do it, brother. He's not gonna do it. He ain't gonna crack. He don't rate Arteta. I love this call out here from Abraham. Arsenal still made the chances to beat Brighton. Don't lie, Hussam. Last season was just a bad season. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
Brighton was a bad example, but the other teams were
no
were not-
problem. My example was Arsenal, Fulham, Arsenal, Brighton, and Liverpool, Fulham. Let's look at the difference between both games now here because I'm very petty. So
Oh, God.
let's go right here. Liverpool, Fulham at Anfield, 2-2.
Yes, so
Robertson
bad.
got sent off in the 17th minute. Okay, let's
Yes,
look at
indeed.
it together. Let's educate the chat. Statistics: more shots, Liverpool; more shots on target, Liverpool; more possession, Liverpool; passes, passing accuracy; even more fouls. That's how aggressive we were.
You're flexing
More
4
yellows,
shots on
more
target,
corner.
bro.
Literally every statistical category we beat Fulham in with 10 men, right? Now let's do the reverse, shall we? Because I'm a liar. So let's go to Arsenal Brighton. When did Declan Rice get sent off? 49th minute, not 17th. So he played even less with 10 men. More shots, Brighton. Shots on target, Arsenal. More possession, Brighton. More passes, Brighton. More passing accuracy. More fouls, yellow cards, offsides, corners. So Brighton beat you in every single statistical category.
Wait, who are you
So I'm
arguing
not
with?
lying. I'm not making stuff up. I know what I'm saying. And that's why I agreed with Ashraf when he said Arteta's school of thought is I don't want to lose. Slot's school of thought is I want to win. Those are two different schools of thoughts. So I agree with Ashraf on that. So that's my thing. Being logical cannot be dejected, is what Jimmy's saying. I think Ashraf is very entitled to that opinion. I'll be honest with you. Talking percentages, hit the like button. 50% ratio needed at least. Yes, let's get the likes up, chat, please. Every single one of you, close the live chat, hit the like button. We're at 327 likes. Let's get 400 likes. Let's get 500 likes ASAP, chat. Come on, let's get the likes up. Big up to Mina, who says, for fun, will Nottingham Forest get the 3rd star before Arsenal get first?
100%.
No way.
100, and I'll tell you why. Because Arsenal will never get a star, ever.
I think we have a bigger chance of winning the Champions League than even Chelsea, let alone Forest. I don't think we'll win it, by the way, but I'm saying we have a bigger chance.
No, I'm not even saying this year. I'm saying take this year and the next 1,000 years ahead. Yeah, you're not getting a star.
I genuinely don't think we'll have Forest in the Premier League for more than 5 years. I'm not gonna lie.
Now he's doing the rattle thing.
Yes!
Now he's it.
I
Hey, you
yes!
go.
I swear to God.
Back to it.
I swear to God, I'm not being biased. That's generally what I believe. I think like in 5 years' time, they'll be. I could be wrong, but I think they might go down.
You know
Ashraf,
what's gonna
we're not
happen next
taking your
season? I've
excuse.
already predicted it, right? Forest are in Europe, they struggle. Marinakis sacks Nuno, and then they just go tumbling. And before you know it, they're in financial problems. And Marinakis goes, "Do you know what? I'm just going to work on Olympiacos," and then you get relegated down to League One again.
Seems like you're talking from experience there. Big up to African Cat.
Please make sure you do a stream, a preview. Please make sure you do a preview for Leeds Forest before they play. We need to have these guys on.
I know.
Bro, we're doing a weekly show, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, these two frauds are going to be on the show every week. So, yeah.
I would ask Don Hassan, but he's too busy these days to even reply to WhatsApps, you know?
But no, just message him 5 minutes before the show, bro. He's instantly reading those ones. Like,
Ashraf, we are not taking your excuse.
I asked him, I went, "Is this a weekly show?" Do you know the next time he got back to me?
A week later.
Day of this show. A week later.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
they might be, I don't know, you're free. I was like, you cheat.
And then this fraud will WhatsApp me and text me the next day. He'll WhatsApp me like late for me at least. And he'll WhatsApp me the next day. "Oh, Mr. Big Shot, why aren't you responding?" It's like, bro, like I will lie. I just didn't get the time.
He called me a bald fraud earlier. I don't know.
Man, like he will send you the link, right? At like say 4 o'clock. Okay. And then at 3 minutes past 4, Habibi Waynek, where are you? Have you seen it? Are you okay? All this 3 minutes, man. 3 minutes. But these Arabs, man,
He's big time now. He's big time.
I can't deal with them. The timekeeping, man. Anyway, do your super chats.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Ashraf, we are not taking your excuse. Every big team has improved. Every fan should expect them to win. Accepting defeat before the season is no bueno. No one put Liverpool favorite last season. Anything can happen.
I did.
The thing is, African Cat, you are unfortunately warped in this web of banter and agenda, and I need to laugh at you. I need to clip. I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, I'm speaking my... obviously, I'm giving my opinion. It is an opinion, but I'm trying to speak logically. I don't care about banter and agenda and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not doing any of that. The reality is, I will be watching every Arsenal game hoping we win, right? But that doesn't mean I think we will win the league, though.
That's not the point. We're talking about passion, bro. That's what you're missing here.
We're talking about
that's why,
hunger.
and that's
We're
and
talking
that's why
about
I said,
desire.
That's why I
We're
said
talking
it's
about
not-
more than
man. You're allowed to believe your team will win this, Ashraf.
Just believe.
You are allowed, bro.
guys. It's not gonna work.
Let the shackles go, man. Enjoy.
They're rage baiting you. Don't
again.
fall for it.
Yeah, I know. It'll never
I'm
work.
not.
It's not a devil wolf. It's a man wearing a helmet. I was about to say, isn't that like an Assassin's Creed thing? I swear.
What does it say? Sky what?
Skyrim or Assassin's Creed or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Big up to you,
Sorry.
Muhammad. Listen, Wolfie.
Sorry, Muhammad.
Wolfie
Wolfie is a
is
baby boomer, so he doesn't understand these things.
Yeah, and he's a bit
Gaming and video games came
Wait, hold
after.
on,
his
hold on.
time,
I'm the
so-
clown that paid more money to correct his picture. Cool.
Big up to all of you guys, man. Anyway, speaking of biggest club in England, you get me? Liverpool Football Club. Let's talk, people. People already know my opinions on Liverpool, so I would rather ask you guys your opinions. And can Liverpool get Isak and Rodrygo this summer, or is it impossible? We start with you, Wolfie. Talk to me, blood.
Can you? Yes. Will you? Nah. Unless you're really worried about what you saw with Ekitike today and panic bid on Rodrygo, then maybe. I don't think. Look, joking aside, I don't even think you need either of them, and you're still favourites. This is now like we're in the shop. You know, we've been starved for so long, and suddenly you've had your Eid money, you've had your birthday money, Eid al-Adha as well, like all collected together, and you just got and chucked it all in one shopping spree. Yeah, I would say just chill. See what you need in
No,
January.
I'm not gonna chill. I want more.
It's what I'm saying. You're getting greedy, bro. Like you've been
I am.
Liverpool for like the last 5 years, bro, and suddenly you freaking been able to grow a little bum fluff under the nose, and you suddenly think you're men now. You know what I'm saying? It's like just chill, let the beard come out as well as the tash, and just see what happens in January. I think you're fine as it is. You should win the league. Do you need to spend that much money? I don't really care, is the honest answer. If you go and get Isak, you weaken Newcastle for me. So that's a positive to my account.
Fabrizio retweeted that Isak agreed personal terms.
Okay.
So that's at least a major positive in terms of the Isak stuff, because if he is agreeing personal terms,
But Isak not
means the
going
transfer.
on that tour, we kind of could have made that assumption quite comfortably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing: because of what your owner did, I think journalists and stuff are now briefed differently.
yeah,
Like
my
now
man
they have to
changes the
say that,
game.
like, if you notice 24 hours ago and stuff, I know you read the tweets and stuff. They were all saying stuff like, Liverpool haven't contacted Isak personally, blah blah blah. Because of course, like, I believe we have contacted them personally, but him personally, sorry, but to agree with Newcastle first type thing. That's what we're doing basically.
So what you're saying is my man changes the game yet again. Trendsetter, man, trendsetter. But look, back to Liverpool. Here's the real question. If you do get Isak and you do get Rodrygo, what is a minimal expectancy acceptable level?
I think we need to, first of all, no team in history has won the quad. Kaká, Ronaldo, Benzema, and the same team didn't win
You
the
must.
quad. Xavi,
You must.
like, these guys didn't win the quad. No. There's
No,
no
but you
such thing.
Bro, Real
Liverpool
Madrid
fans-
never even won a treble, so
Liverpool.
Joe, if your logic is how much we spent,
Liverpool
that
fans
makes-
speak on a quad every year.
no, actually, that's a lie.
A lot
Media
do.
speak about quad. We don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, the media bring up the quad. Oh my God, the quad chances are gone.
Yo,
Only times that-
I've heard Cal
only
say
time.
it at
Wait,
least
wait,
4
one second.
times.
Only times Liverpool fans actually spoke about the quad is when it was actually factually possible. When we were in the FA Cup final, we won the Carabao Cup. We were 1 point behind Man City, and we were.
Is
in the
it
Champions League
factually
final.
possible right now?
No. It's different before the season starts.
Is it
I'm
factually
saying-
possible?
No, that's not the point. You're missing the point. No team in football history has won the quadruple in England. So you're asking for something that no one has ever done under Klopp. And
At some point, no team had never won the Champions League back to back. Things happen, bro.
Yeah, Liverpool won it back to back. So the thing is, the thing is with this conversation is, look, I think in order for Liverpool to like have a successful season, you have to win one of the two big ones. Like Premier League, Champions League. You win the Premier League, no one can call you a failure. You win the Champions League, no one can call you a failure. I think anything below that, I would say that the squad has failed. Even if we won FA Cup, Carabao Cup, both, we need to win one of the big ones. Winning the Champions League as well, of course, no one will call a season a failure. So, yeah, I think we need to. In my opinion, a double probably is what I'd say. Prem and FA Cup. Yeah, Prem and FA Cup, something like that. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I got fun on it.
Playing it, bro. You are down.
I'm not downplaying it at all.
You are.
I'm not
You are.
downplaying
Because
it.
you got
just
burned
like
so many
Ashraf.
times last year.
You two need to big up your clubs. Ashraf says second. You said only one trophy. What's going on here? You need 4.
I just said double. Double is 2. You said you're bad at maths. You proved it.
Any Aluko maths, mate. Any Aluko.
You haven't even asked me what I think the percentages are.
We don't
Well,
want a
go on then, what are the
percentage. We want an
percentages?
expectation. So you're saying
Yeah, my
expectation
expectation is 2 trophies, and one of them has to be the big ones.
Okay,
So
if
it's-
you don't sign Isak and you don't sign Rodrygo, what's your expectation?
Then it would just be win the league.
So you're gonna spend 100 odd million on Isak and say 60 million on Rodrygo, nearly 160, 170 million for an FA Cup. Is that what you're telling me?
No, it's not about an FA Cup. It's about having a squad and a starting 11 powerful enough to
No,
go
your
all the way.
expectation goes from a league title to a league and an FA Cup with 170 million quid, bro.
Yeah,
That's
of course,
crazy.
of course.
That's
Of
crazy.
course, because winning a double is massive. It's something that's been rarely done, actually, if you go back in history. It's not
he's
something
kind
that...
of got you there, though, to be honest.
No, he
I-
hasn't got
I-
me there because he's looking at it a very simplistic way. The same.
Yeah,
way
yeah. I
Wolfie
think
always
where
does it.
Hussam's point stands valid is, and he's gonna prove it now. Hussam, assuming you don't get Rodrygo or Isak, sorry, What is your percentage for Liverpool winning the league?
Sorry, ask again. If we get them or don't get them?
Oh.
No, if you don't get them, you don't get them. So your team currently.
If we
what is your
don't get
percentage?
them, 50%.
Okay, if you do get them, what's your percentage to win the league?
80%.
Yeah, there you go, Wolfie. So that answers your question. These players guarantee them the league, whereas in the previous scenario, they don't guarantee the league.
Well, guaranteed would be 100%, not 80%.
Yeah. You know what I mean. But
Yeah, but you can never
80%
say 100% in football.
You can never say it. It's too disrespectful. Yeah.
You can never say 100%. I'd say with Isak and Rodrygo, we have like 80% chance of winning the league, and then I'd give like Arsenal maybe.
Wait, forget
8%.
Arsenal. 80% league. Okay, what's your percentage with Isak and Rodrygo for Champions League?
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. The problem with the Champions League, Wolfie, is it's very unpredictable, and I don't know who we're gonna draw. There are in the Champions League.
Do you know who you're drawing in the FA Cup?
Wait. This is what makes the Champions League special. Let me tell you, because you haven't seen your club in it for a while. So I'll explain it to
I've
you.
won it, bro.
What makes the Champions League special is styles make fights all the time. The worst case scenario for Inter Milan was PSG beating Arsenal, because PSG's pace, technique, and power was always going to destroy Inter Milan. Now, had Inter Milan faced Arsenal,
best case-
had
The
Inter
best
Milan
case scenario for PSG was Barcelona getting knocked out by Inter Milan as well.
exactly.
Barca playing them in the
Inter
final would have been a different
Arsenal in the final, completely different game. Inter set up a dirty, nasty low block, and then they try to counterattack Arsenal. Arsenal can't break down the low block. They can win 1-0. The problem is PSG can break down low blocks. That's the difference. So for me, it depends who we draw along the way. Do we draw Real Madrid? Do we draw PSG? As an example, Liverpool's like weakness in this Liverpool's weakness in this scenario would be getting counterattacked. This is very objective, being very level-headed about it. If I face Real Madrid with Mbappe, Vinicius, and these guys, they can counterattack us. That is a genuine threat to Liverpool, as an example. Same with PSG. But if you tell me Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, blah blah blah, I'd back us to beat them all. I would say that we're favorites, but the numbers are completely different, Wolfie. I cannot say 50% or 80% in the Champions League. Champions League would be like 20%. Because then you'd go 20%, 15, 15, 15, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's different.
So you're saying 20 with Isak and Rodrygo?
Yeah, because they don't necessarily the best team.
Oh, you have to say that.
They're not the best team in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Even with Isak and Rodrygo, they're not the best team. So why would
you have to go? Okay, watch this.
PSG are better.
No, this is recency bias. This is
recency bias. They won the treble. They won the treble and dominated.
Right? I'll tell you why it's recency bias. And Hussam can attest to this. Because when PSG draw Liverpool, ask what Hussam's reaction was. They've had one good season. Let's not do this where we're all of a sudden saying they're better than Liverpool.
Yeah, his reaction might have been different.
No one was even talking about
but PSG. You're saying that, but they got over the line, though.
But they got over the line.
Now see what they do.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. Before this season, we all agree Liverpool are going to win the league. If Arsenal win the league, we change our minds because Arsenal got over the line.
It's recency bias.
got over the line.
Say they're the best team in Europe. That's nah.
They are the best team in Europe.
They are
the treble. They just won the treble.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
I would argue Barcelona are the second best team.
Okay.
So by this
Liverpool
logic,
might be better than both. By the way, Liverpool might be better
by
than both.
this logic, then Chelsea are the best team in the world.
No,
exactly.
it's not. Because no, it's not.
Why
It's
not?
not the same thing.
Why not?
I'll tell you why.
I'll
tell you why. Very simple. Because you are looking at a summer competition versus a whole season in a much.
What's the difference?
Champions League. Everyone can agree. Yeah? The Champions League is much more difficult than the Club World Cup, right?
Yeah, because it's a competition from September till May.
Okay.
Exactly. And teams are playing at their best, and they've played against much harder teams. You cannot be saying that. It makes no sense.
It does make sense because we're saying now, right, that from that treble season, amazing. When Man United won the treble, I don't know what they did the season after. Inter Milan, I don't know what they did the season after, but I'm not sure they went and won it again, did they? Did they win the Champions League back to back?
No,
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. No.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Even if it's not okay, here's the thing. I think there are 4 teams capable of winning the Premier League. Now, when you say capable, you're saying, oh my God, Spurs have a chance. Yes, but we're talking about like realistically capable, like not with a negligible chance. Here's the problem in the Champions League. Why I have to go like 20, 15, 15, 15 is because Liverpool, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Arsenal, who got to the semis last season, and Chelsea.
Arsenal, man. Really?
That's not the
Yeah, and
point.
Arsenal,
Even
I
if you
agree,
think
yeah.
it's 10% or 5%, it still is a actual chance. Who has a bigger chance, Arsenal winning the Champions League
And
or
by the
Burnley
way,
winning
we're
the league?
talking about better teams. So you would rather have PSG's squad than Liverpool's going into next season? Is that what we're saying?
Personally, no.
Yeah, exactly. Neither would I.
Yeah,
For
but
me
I said
personally, yes.
Liverpool are
I'm not gonna lie.
favourites.
I think PSG's squad is better.
Yeah, but I said Liverpool are favorites even in the Champions League, but I'm talking about percentages here. If I'm looking at the Premier League, I just said if we get Isak and Rodrygo, we have an 80% chance of winning it. Do you understand how massive?
Yeah, but you're talking like the Champions League is an open club, bro.
No, Champions League is different because you have many clubs who have an actual chance of winning it. I'm not
It's
saying
yeah,
anything that's
Yet
rocket
throughout the
science.
history of the competition, only 23, 24 teams have won it.
Okay. Does Liverpool have a chance of winning the Champions League next season?
Yes.
Does PSG have a chance of winning the Champions League?
Yes.
Does Barcelona have a chance of winning the Champions League?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Does Real Madrid have a chance of winning the Champions League?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does Inter Milan have a chance of winning the Champions League?
No. No.
Okay, no problem. Remove Inter. Does Bayern Munich have a chance of winning the Champions League?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not so company, but they have a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a chance.
Yeah.
There's four. Oh no, sorry, hang on. Sorry.
Does Chelsea have a chance of winning the Champions League as a knockout
They have a
competition?
chance. A chance.
Does
yeah.
Arsenal have a
Arsenal.
chance?
Yeah, we have a chance as well.
So we're
Okay,
at
now
7
put the word realistic in front of it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Because I
it
can
is
say
realistic.
who
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
have
whoa,
a
whoa!
chance of
No
winning the
team
Premier
I
League?
said
What?
is unrealistic.
No team he
I
mentions
said is
unrealistic. Exactly.
You guys
No.
said no to Inter Milan. They just made the final. But I let you have that no. So don't tell me about unrealistic. Chelsea, you want me to give you realistic. Let's go break down round realism. Every single one of them. Liverpool, because we have an unbelievable starting 11 and a manager who's been successful. PSG, they just won it. Okay. We went to Bayern Munich, have won it before. They have players in their team who have actually won the Champions League and they're experienced in European nights. Barcelona just made the Champions League semi-final, literally lost on by 1 goal. Chelsea in the last 5 years have made 10 finals. In the knockout competitions, actually, they're a lot better than in league situations. Arsenal just made the semi. Just right there. Real Madrid, most successful Champions League club in the last since it started, but in the last 10 years they've won a lot.
And they have some of the best players in the world in their positions. So
actually, if I were to use your logic and do the whole realistic thing, let's remove Chelsea from Premier League then. Let's remove, because guess what? Chelsea since Conte haven't even broken 80 points.
yeah.
Okay, that's
80.
fine.
Not even
what you
win
want.
the league. 80.
Remove what you want, add what you want. You've come up with 6, maybe 7 teams in the Champions League. Now, let's go through those teams. Okay. Out of those teams, how many do you see as being better than Liverpool in knockout competition?
I think 2 are level with Liverpool.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's not just better or worse. There are
I think 2 of them are the same level.
We're at equilibrium.
Yeah. PSG and Barcelona for me are level with Liverpool.
For me, I disagree.
Whatever
I go
semantics
PSG,
you want
Real
to
Madrid.
pull, bro. Okay, just pull your semantics and answer the question.
There is no semantics. I say PSG, and Real Madrid.
Okay, so the other ones you would expect if Liverpool came up against them in a 2-legged match, in a tie, that Liverpool should beat them, yes?
Wolfie, we just went full circle for no reason.
No, we didn't, bro, because you're at 20.
No, okay, let me tell you what I said.
Champions League.
When I first started speaking, I said Liverpool are favorites for the Champions League, in my opinion. But when I'm talking about favorites for the Champions League, it cannot be 80% because there are 6-7 contenders versus in the league.
I agree with you, but you've dropped it to 20. I think that's too big a
because
drop-off.
the teams, because here's the thing: Liverpool have a 20% chance, right? Real Madrid have a 15% chance. PSG have a 15% chance. I'm already at 50 already. And then you go 10% Barcelona, 10% Bayern.
So you're doing the
10%
break it down
Arsenal,
100
10%
thing.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Done. That's 100%. That's it.
Okay, so you are saying your favorites then?
Yes, but not as much as the league.
Yeah, guys, Wolfie, you're really clutching at straws. He didn't say
you are
anything that's
clutching at straws.
illogical.
I'm just following the logic.
He didn't
That's
say
all I'm trying
anything
to
that's
do.
illogical. His logic makes
Yeah,
sense.
the
here.
logic is
Okay,
there's
so
many
his
teams
logic
that
is
win
they
it
are
in Champions League.
favorites. Like this long ass conversation.
I don't think they are favorites, but I understand his logic. His logic is consistent. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like to say he has to have a 50% chance of winning the Champions League.
Oh,
No
okay.
team in history has had more than a 30% chance of winning the
Yeah.
Champions League before it started. No matter how dominant they were. Even Barca, the great Barca, never went into the Champions League with people saying they have more than a 30% chance of winning it. Because there were 2-3 other teams.
Real Madrid, you'd say
No,
a
they
couple of
didn't.
times.
No.
You would say they did a couple of times.
Wait. Name me a season. I'll debunk it right now. Name one. Name
0-1.
one time Real Madrid. Huh?
0-1.
Oh, one they didn't go. What do you mean? How did they go as hot favorites to win it? There was Bayern Munich. There was United, the treble winners, who just won it the year before. What are you on about?
What are you talking
just
about?
making
United
shit up
did
for
it
the
in
sake-
99.
Yes, but I'm saying they won it 2 seasons before, and they still had the treble team. The next year won the league with 91 points. By the way, they weren't a dead team.
Did you
on about?
when you let me explain it. Let me explain it to Wolfie in the most basic way. When you were growing up, did you watch WWE?
Yeah, still do.
Okay, no problem. Perfect. The Champions League is the Royal Rumble. We know there are 30 people in there, but objectively, even as fans headed into every Royal Rumble, we knew there are 6 or 7 that could possibly win this. When Funaki entered the Royal Rumble, no one went like, hey, Funaki is going to win this. No one said that, right? So we always think there are...
We give the WWE
Not a great analogy, bro.
Okay, we always think there are 6 or 7. The Premier League is more like a triple threat match at WrestleMania. That's the difference. Like, you have a higher chance by definition because of the amount of contenders. If I'm telling you there's a competition that has 6-7 contenders capable of winning versus I have another competition with 3 teams that are capable of winning it, of course the one with the 3 teams, I think we're better than City and Arsenal, so I put us at 80% with Isak and Rodrygo. Now the other ones, I cannot give Liverpool 50 and then Madrid 5, Arsenal 5, Bayern Munich 5. It doesn't work that way because in the Champions League it's completely different.
But in a Royal Rumble, bro, they don't all come out at the same time.
And guess what? In the Champions League, after the group stages, there's also a knockout stage.
No.
No,
Your analogy doesn't work because you're then talking about buys. That would be your analogy, right? Because if I'm Shawn Michaels coming out number 30, I'm better than Shawn Michaels coming out at number 1. Doesn't work like that. You don't get a buy in the Champions League.
Guys,
No
can
one
we use an example that's non-scripted, please? Like, it's all scripted. Someone could come number 1 and win it. Like, but my point is,
then what happens on the
I'll
triple
have
threat
no,
match?
I'll have
What
no
happens
shade
if
from
there's outside
wrestling, man. I love
interference?
that shit.
I don't watch wrestling.
I still
I
watch
like
it
it too.
now.
It's just
SummerSlam this weekend. Let's
Is
go.
it this
baby.
weekend? But it's not like how it was in the Attitude Era, bro.
No,
Is
it's
it
not.
crazy,
That was peak.
guys?
That was peak.
Do you realize
getting
how
back.
crazy it is that just a year ago, before the season started, if I asked all of you guys who's the favorite to win the Champions League, and even the year before that, and even the year before that, and even the year before that, we all would have City in our top 3. And now the 7 teams we named, we did not even talk about City.
No, I
How
mentioned City.
mental
To be
is
fair.
that?
I
No, you
mentioned
didn't.
City.
No, you didn't. I can count them right now. You
That's
said
okay. That makes my argument even stronger. So now we have 8 contenders.
So now we have 8. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Yeah, but I'm not disputing Champions League is
The
harder
reason why
to win it.
Wolfie does this is because Wolfie would rather be wrong and strong than actually take a step back and go like, okay, what you said makes
What if
sense.
no? Are you saying I said
Everyone in the
it's
chat,
harder
put,
to win the
okay,
Champions
watch
League?
this. We have 1,100 people in here.
Oh, there
Make
we
sure you
go.
guys are liking and subscribing.
Yeah.
Put number 1 in the chat if in your whole time of watching Wolfie, you have never ever heard him say, my bad, I got it wrong, you convinced me. Put
Yeah,
1 in the
you've never
chat.
done that, to be
You've
honest with
never
you.
ever heard
I
him say
mean,
that.
you
Never.
need to point out first where I've been wrong, and then we can have that discussion, right? Because
You were wrong
you're-
about Verts.
You're trying to
You were wrong
spin
about
this
Verts, and you didn't
argument.
accept it.
You're trying to spin this argument to say, like, I'm saying Champions League isn't harder to win. I haven't said that. I know I've won it twice, bro. Like, how many times you won it, Joe?
There you go. See? There you go.
Ashraf, have you
Sorry.
won it?
Sorry.
No. Okay. So it's a harder competition. There's no disputing that. Hence why I give this trophy right here more weight than the Premier League. It's harder to win. But what
For you, the Premier League is harder to
dispute-
win
No, he
because you
just
only won
proved
once.
my point. It's
me
unbelievable.
finish
We just
my
went
point.
full circle
Let me
and he
finish
just
my
proved my
point.
point.
Before you get overexcited, let me finish my point. I am
I said
saying my
favorites for
dispute
20%,
here-
and his first
my
reaction is,
dispute here
"Oh
is
my
that
God, how could you say
are
20%?"
underplaying the percentage on Liverpool. That's my only argument.
So Wolfie, what's your percentage for Liverpool next season for the Champions League?
21%.
That's what I'm saying. He's a troll, guys. Look at him. Yeah. Did he leave or was he kicked out?
I
Oh,
kicked him. Wolfie, you need to stop this. You need to stop this.
he's a
Stop
wind-up merchant.
Stop
He
just
really
rage
is, bro.
baiting all the time, bro. Just rage baiting all the time.
I love your freaking fullback. Rage bait. I'm just saying, you've undermined how much of a chance Liverpool have
Yeah, by
I don't think
1%.
they have.
by 1%.
Yes. Wow. The thing is, I just convinced him fully, so he knows that he fucked up, but I'll let it go.
I don't
Because I
think he
think-
did. I don't think he did. I think he knew from the very beginning, which we're saying is
Yeah.
right. He just wanted to entertain people and add this.
Add this
unnecessary-
unnecessary
Are you not
sport.
entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, we are. But yeah.
Joe, have you moved rooms?
Nah, man, why?
Like, where's your Bielsa book and all that shit?
Down here, bro.
You've definitely changed an angle or your camera or something from like 6 months ago.
I don't know, man. I've just put some shirts up, maybe. I don't know. Can we
Is it
talk
the
about
same-
your transfer window anyway, bro? What's going on? Because I'm not seeing as
Yeah.
much business as I'd have liked.
What, mine?
Yeah.
I just literally signed a player yesterday, bro.
Who was it?
Who?
Dan Ndoye from
What?
Bologna.
Who else? Who
Baller.
else were you signing?
Who the
I've
hell?
signed Igor Jesus. I've signed
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
After you shit the bed with your signing that you told us was gonna get you Conference League, bro. And he's gone out. Where did he go? Marseille.
You went to Marseille, yeah? Prison FC.
Marseille, man. Marseille.
Wait,
And
didn't
you're-
you say you're gonna get what's his name? Bakayoko?
We have a more
Yeah.
interesting
Oh,
thing
he
actually
did
to ask
it.
Wolf.
Nah,
He did, yes.
Bakayoko,
Can
did he
can we
go-
ask
did he go to
Wolfie a more
Leipzig?
interesting question, please? No one cares about
Bakayoko is a
Ndoye. Let him speak about that on First Fan TV. So I want to ask Wolfie a question. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. Big up to all the super chats. We'll come to you guys in a second. So what do you think of this Morgan Gibbs White hostage situation?
Hostage situation.
Mr.
Yes.
Marinakis. Sorry, Mr.
Unbelievable.
Marinakis. Yes, Mr. Marinakis.
Yeah, what do you think?
Wait, who's taking him hostage?
Can you just why
owner.
why do you have to like just
No, because
fucking make a
you're
pit
being
stop
racist.
at
You're being
everywhere?
racist.
What
That's
do you
it is.
think? Okay, I'll say it very formally so
Okay, go
your
on.
old ass can get
Yeah, I
it.
just don't want
What
this
do you
racism
think
underslur,
of
man.
Morgan Gibbs White remaining at Nottingham Forest and the interview he made with your owner? Happy now?
Okay, that's better because that's less racist, so I can appreciate the question a bit more, man. Because I was quite happy for Morgan Gibbs White to go, just not to Spurs. And Marinakis is a very like-minded thinker because he's come out and said that he saw Spurs as a downward step for Gibbs White, and that's why he didn't want him to go there. Player well-being. That's what my owner does, man. He educates them on who the shit teams are and who the good teams are. That's player well-being. But then Marinakis just sat him down and said, you ain't going to Spurs. Here's the new contract, no release clause, and no gentleman's agreement to go. And he said, okay. And he
You
signed it.
know that moving to Spurs is an upgrade. You're just saying it for the sake of it, right? It is.
Is it?
a big step
Is
up.
it? Where did they finish last
Obviously.
season?
Stop it, Wolfie. Stop it.
I love when I bring
Stop it,
these
Wolfie.
points up that are factually correct, then suddenly it's stop it.
Because you're playing a stupid game. It's obviously irrelevant.
game.
Yes, they had a bad season, but anyone with common sense understands the chances of Spurs finishing higher than Forest next season are better. Like that's the
Based
reality
on-
of things. because
Based on what evidence from last
Based
season
on the
to
last
this
4,
season,
5, 6,
No.
7, 8, 9, 10,
and
15 years.
that's relevant to what happens from last season to this season. How?
Yes, because Chelsea won the league in 2015 and finished 10th the season after. Nobody thought they're going to finish 10th again the season after. They won the league in fact.
Okay, and
It's common
United
sense.
and United
Some teams
haven't
have
won the league
anomalies.
since what 2013. Did everyone think, oh, United will be back next year? Where
I
did they
agree,
finish?
but
They've been
but
sliding
it-
and sliding and sliding. How do you know this isn't the beginning of the demise that's been in existence for Spurs for the last 30 years.
I'll explain
Anyway,
to you why. Because
go
for
on.
starters, they have more money than you. They have more resources. They have better pull, which is why they're able to get someone like Kudus, whereas you are losing Bakayoko to Leipzig.
Really, they
There's a
couldn't even
difference.
pull my 5th best player out of my team, bro. What are you talking
Shut
about,
up.
Paul?
First of all, he's your best player by
Bro,
most
they
people's
couldn't
opinion.
even pull. When a manager leaves a club, the manager always has pull on the players he worked with. Where did Mbeumo go? He went to United.
Kudus chose them over Chelsea, and Kudus, by the way, is better than Buemo, better than
So
any
you're
of the
now
other
looking
transfers
at
that
the
have happened.
anomaly. No, you're missing my point. How many times do you see a manager leave a club and take his best players with him to the club he's going to?
But that
Yeah, but how
doesn't
much
matter.
is he
The
on
point
at
is
Man United? Isn't he on about 300 grand a week, Mbuemo?
Okay,
Like
so
that?
why haven't they got Vissa?
some less than that.
Why haven't they got Vissa? Why did Norgard go to be backup at Arsenal instead of going to Spurs, who needed number 6?
Wolfie, we're not.
Can you
I
tell
don't know
me your
if Spurs
actual
wanted him,
opinion
but-
Oh,
on Morgan Gibbs White's situation now, please?
Okay, what do you want to know? Okay, I'll tell you. I've said you know my situation. Spurs haven't got the pull to take him. They didn't get him. They didn't meet the release clause. If they did, they met it illegally. Either way, Daniel Levy has to hold that L, that fraud who was stupid enough to try and take Marinakis on. I warned the Spurs fans for 3 weeks. Do not take Marinakis on. You will not win. And all these Spurs fans who sit there and who were protesting, by the way, 2 months ago about Levy, I saw at least 30 of them or something protesting outside their stadium. We want Levy out. We want Levy out. Well, then telling me Levy is the guy. You don't take on Levy off the pitch. And now they're all silent. They're all silent. And they got their copium. Oh, did you see the Mac 10 that he was holding to his head? Oh, did you see the knife behind his back? Oh, his baby was held in captivity. Man, grow up, you stupid Spurs fans, man. You're not that club. You're not that club. I can say Liverpool are that club. I could say Arsenal are that club. I could even through gritted teeth say United are that club. Man U, not Leeds. Right? Just to clarify. Spurs are not that club. They never have been. They never will be. Spurs just get invited to a party there. They're just that annoying cousin that has an invite just because he's related to someone. That's all they do. They have absolutely no pull. They have more pull with concerts than they do with football matches, with NFL games than football matches. I wasn't worried about them going for Morgan Gibbs White at all. And guess what? They didn't get him. They're now talking about getting some freaking Paulinho. That's their target now. They're gonna pay more than Bayern paid to get him, and that's their target. Where's their transfer targets? They've now, you know what they did today? They got a pre-season sponsor on their shirt. Some dog shit company or something is now on their shirt for their pre-season sponsorship. If I'm a Spurs fan, I'm asking where the players, not my pre-season sponsorship, man. All this stuff they're trying to do is to generate money, and that money isn't spent on the team. It's spent in Levy's pockets, and God knows where they invest that money to. I have my own theories on that. But what are they doing on the pitch? Absolutely nothing. What will they do on the pitch? Nothing. Because this is Spurs. They are not that club. They're not the biggest club in London. They're not even the biggest club in North London, man. Let's take a segment of London. They're still not that big club in that section. That's it. To answer your question.
Great. Anyway, let me just read these supers for a wrap up the stream. I wanted to talk about Forest, but it seems like Ashraf and Joe aren't even interested. So let me just grab these.
You don't want to
supers
talk
and get
about Leeds?
No, we don't want to talk about Leeds. Not yet. Not
I
yet.
said, at least you're honest, bro.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Leeds yet. I'm waiting for match week 2. Then we're definitely going to talk about Leeds. You best believe.
Oh, yeah, we play Arsenal. We're gonna
Oh,
get
there
That's
you
not
see.
gonna go well for you, bro. At the
See?
Emirates,
Come on. Future planning right here. You get me?
I know,
big
that,
up
yeah,
to Jeff.
I know we'll get beat by Arsenal. It's cool. I'm okay with that.
Oh, why do you
Wait,
have
where is your chest, Joe?
What
Where is your
happened to
chest?
you? Where is the defeated mentality?
Let me answer.
Why
Let
are
me
you being
answer.
defeatist?
Come on,
Let me
Joe.
answer. Before the game, I will be there. Don't you worry about that. Before the game, I will be there.
After,
And
I
after
hear
the
you
game-
predict.
What
If
about
I
after
hear
the
you
game?
predict a loss before the game, Joe.
No, I won't. We'll draw.
Not
with-
draw. Not draw.
Draw,
a win.
draw. Bro, you know what? I'll go one step further.
Everyone who
I
keeps
think we
saying
win by
after all
a
that-
minimum of 3 goals.
Listen, everyone who keeps saying like after all that, you don't know me well enough. Trust me, the week of the game, it will be in my psyche that we beat them. Don't worry about that.
Guess what? Inshallah, he'll be here
We've done
Wednesday, 5
crazier
p.m.
things. We've done crazier things, like we went to Anfield and give Van Dijk his first ever loss at Anfield. Let's not forget this fact. You know what I mean? So
When did this happen?
Yeah, but
when did this happen?
when Somerville scored, and you lost 2-1 at home. Relax.
To be fair,
happened.
it was the worst thing that ever happened because it kept Jesse Marsh in a job.
I actually remember.
that
I
American
was
coach.
clipped
I
up.
remember now.
You actually sent me the link of the guy who was clipping me up and they were doing reactions to my stream. Fucking Somerville. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that. Teams only play LFC twice, so stop the defeatism.
Yeah, no,
That's a stupid argument. Okay, thank you so much for putting me full screen because I can educate Jeff Foster and anyone who doesn't have any sort of logical thinking. Yes, we only play. By the way, I'm not scared playing Liverpool. I actually think when we play Liverpool over 2 games, we'll do well. Like we have done. Liverpool have not even won a game against us in the Premier League for the last 3 seasons, not even 2. The problem is when we play the other 14 teams and Liverpool play the other 14 teams, because they are a better team with a better manager, they're more likely to win more games than Arsenal against the other 14, which is why they won the league last season. That's how it works. I've never said, oh my God, Liverpool are better than us. We will not be able to beat them. I'm talking about winning the league. Winning the league means you have to win against the other teams too. That's why I'm giving ourselves a better chance in the Champions League than the Premier League.
Where's your chest?
Hussam, can you play the no pull clip? Which clip? I don't know which clip this is referring to. Let me know, Rational Red RV, in the chat, please. Free Palestine, of course, where this channel support this message, 100%. Free Palestine. Big up to you, Jeff. 100%.
Yeah, Joe.
Big up.
What do you mean?
Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Joe,
Wolfie.
don't say
What's
that.
wrong with you?
No, I'm joking, everyone. I'm joking.
Bloody hell, you make
Rem-
it. Come on.
Remove LFC since you never went back to back in the league. Yeah, I know that. Thank you. What's your point? Arsenal never went back to back in the modern history. If we're talking about all time, then Liverpool have done back to back to back. But
Yeah, by the way, also this not to keep people long, I'm so sorry, because I saw this in I think at Hussam's channel, another argument where people said, well, Hussam, Liverpool never did back to back, so by probability, you Arsenal are more likely to win the league.
It's
Ah,
always
yeah,
a
sorry,
Chelsea fan that makes the dumbass argument.
It was such a
argument.
dumb argument, because the reality is every time a team didn't go back to back, there's context to things. You have to take things into account. When Chelsea won the league in 2010, for example, and they didn't go back to back, it's because there was a massive team in United that was there that just lost their three-peat, and even that season they only lost the league by 1 point. Right?
If you look at
every team, no, it's not the same. You have to look at all variables. The reality is, when teams don't go back to back, there's context to things. When Liverpool won the league in 2020 and they didn't go back to back to the season after, even if you exclude their injuries, City were not a shit team. City were a very good team. They just had one off season, but the players in the core were all there. That's the reality. This season, however, why Liverpool can go back to back is because if you take the context of the other teams around them, yes, they have strengthened, they've gotten better. Yes, the other teams are also good, but they have gotten even better than the other teams. So add context to these things, guys.
They never feel. Wait, Mo, there's people addressing you. Well, خلاص, we're reading supers. Someone make a pie chart for Wolfie. I don't think he understands the point.
I'll just take a pie. I'm starving.
Try to explain this. Wolfie said Gyokeres was joining Forest.
Yeah, Wolfie said Gyokeres again. Fucking lies. TKA. Idiot, man. I said Gyokeres is linked to Forest.
Wolfie, you said you were finishing second. Wrong.
My wife, yes.
Oh, God. Please put Wolfie's name on stream so I can avoid. Brother, his name is not on stream, but his face is on stream. If you don't recognize his face still, then that's your problem, brother.
Someone just called me a B-Tech Wolfie in the chat, so I'll take that.
Bro, big up, Joe.
£2 to remove Wolfie. This guy is a joke.
I am going.
He's literally leaving. We're gonna end in literally like 30 seconds. Yushi says, always wondered at what point did we just start to accept Spurs as top 6 team? A couple top 4 finishes. Villa and Newcastle done that, so when to count them?
Because they have the
reason why
sixth most
Spurs
number.
became part
the
of the Big
sixth.
Six is the globalization of the sport and the fact that they were in the Champions League for 5-6 years in a row.
They're not. They're
Problem
not.
is, none of the clubs that you mentioned have done that in a row, like 4 or 5 years in a row. That's the issue. So
And they have the sixth most number of trophies.
No,
in-
I'm
in
sorry. They're
England.
not a Big Six team.
Hussam, I told you Rodrygo personal terms is done. He's coming to Arsenal. Did you see the Athletic article yesterday? Started to come out. What Athletic article?
What?
There
I
was
didn't
no
read that
Athletic
either.
article yesterday.
Yeah,
I
don't
know
what to
Ashraf
say.
reads the Athletic consistently, so I know there was no article.
Not
there was-
consistently, but I get the tweets and stuff. I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything like that.
Joke, we get a free Palestine, mate.
Don't put him on the spot, man.
Guys,
Why
don't
are you
put him
going
on
to do
the
this? Free Palestine, but why? Yeah, that's
Why
what you
do
did,
this?
Wolfie. You've done that. mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
and I
what
apologize.
did you-
I didn't. It came out wrong, Joe. Obviously.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, guys, on that note, we can wrap up the stream here. Just Joe Football Show is in the description. Ashraf Talks Football in the description. Forest Fan TV in the description. I'm actually going to redirect you to Forest Fan TV because Wolfie is doing a watch along for their preseason friend. They were just 2 likes away from 500, by the way. So like the video before you leave. He is going to be watching Nottingham Forest take on a Portuguese side, I believe, right? Estoril.
Yeah. I don't know who it
Portuguese
is,
side.
bro.
So go over and watch that watch along with him as well. He's about to load up his friendly. Love you all and see you guys over on Wolfie's channel. Also, I'm live at 11 tonight with Igal. Peace out.